boy.
I'm gonna make some assembly machines just to make copper mags, and they'll eventually turn them into armor-piercing rounds.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna create like a mini gauntlet on this side. Okay? So I'm gonna give us like a little walled area. So even if they do decide to shoot babies inside, they're gonna shoot them into the contained walled area.
Yeah. Why don't you actually do it so that because we have long reach. So why don't you make a separate island that they can get access to with one radar and a hell of a lot of guns and walls and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna go for the radar. Like that's the bait.
It's a good point actually. Oh my god, I just can't get over this. I cannot get over this, dude. This is
it's nuts.
Oh, they're coming in for an attack now. I reckon when they come in for an attack, they all that's just I cannot. That's crazy.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. I just don't think I've ever seen this number of biters.
Nope. Part of the reason I got so excited about the potential of doing this with multiplayer, because like, hey, we could do dumb stuff.
Oh.
And I'm very glad because, gosh, can you imagine if we'd held on the doomed iteration?
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, here's another issue that I didn't even consider. There is a biter. Yeah. There is a biter spawn down at the bottom right-hand side of the base, which is also, I don't know how.
Probably mad at us.
Probably mad at us. Probably fairly busy, I would suggest.
How far are we from laser turrets? Actually, not too far.
By the way, I think I'm just going to stay up here because I don't really want to spend 10 minutes walking all the way back to see you, if that's okay. So I'm just going to wait up here until you come up and join. Okay. Yeah. What can I get? This is crazy. Oh, what a slideshow. This is bonkers. Oh, I love it, though. I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. Yeah. It's just great. Okay.
Okay, so I've got a bunch of guns. I've got ammo production going. And then eventually... I mean, realistically, I generally prefer to go lasers instead of just purely for the piercing rounds. Oh, gosh, yeah, piercing rounds are worth it, though.
Oh, dude, you know what we could do? We could actually set up a little outpost on the other side of the moat, and then we have a little Oh, is this what you were suggesting about the island?
Kind of, yeah.
Because I was thinking, if we have, like, an outpost on the other side of the moat, then that would allow us to sort of ship back the resources via underground belt under the moat. And then even if our you know, our outpost gets destroyed, we don't end up compromising the moat. Exactly, right? That was what I was sort of thinking.
Yep.
And then that means that they always have somewhere to focus in on and attack. They're charging again.
They will go a decently far distance, but they won't go that far.
I mean, if they've all congregated here, they'll go at least this far. So if we build the outpost somewhere around here, presumably they'll just attack it. I've got to imagine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably want to have two major outposts. Eventually we get plasma turrets that have just massive AoE, which solves a lot of problems.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna come...
You're gonna come up here?
Yeah.
I just can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Maybe we should actually build the unit spitter launcher. That's the actual
one.
Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. I'm optimistic, to be honest. If we just have, I'll create the backup line just to be on the safe side, you know.
I just realized we have longer range than they do with these gun turrets.
Really?
Yeah.
So they can't Well, see, here's the problem, is that they might have. Like, they're on 58% evolution, and we might be versing the oldest, most feeble aliens.
No, these are definitely new and recent.
Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give them some walls, perhaps, to attack. In fact, maybe even... I've got a radar, I think, on me.
Yeah.
Or maybe... I'll put a gun turret down, actually. That'll probably spice things up a little bit. There we go. Just to sort of give them a target to attack. So that they all congregate down here. There we go. Do they like that? Oh my lord, look at how much...
Gun turret, you say?
It's crazy. I mean, this is like... This is how they win the game, right? They win the game by crashing the game. Like, they've countered our strategy. They figured it out.
You want to put the radar down? It's true.
Let me see if... Do I actually have a radar? I might have lied about having a radar. I don't have a radar. Give me a sec. I'll go grab a radar. That's... I mean, I don't think it's going to make any difference, to be honest. Whether it's a gun turret, whether it's a radar. It's going to get eaten up pretty darn fast. Yeah, you set the research. Good. Grenades? What about grenades as well? We could get some... Sort of chuck them into the fray as well.
Let's find out. Okay.
Oh,
well,
you just walk back into the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got some HP and I got some body armor. So the issue is grenades do not have the range that our guns have.
Until you get reach on your character, perhaps. Because that is an upgrade.
Yeah. We have insane reach, though. Like, our reach is beyond our screen. The grenade range is separate from reach.
Okay.
That would be an amazing synergy, though. I would love that.
You're very low on HP, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, death is minimal consequence. But yeah.
That's true.
Alright. Yeah, if you want to put the radar down directly behind...
The wall. Or directly behind the moat?
No, I was actually going to say next to the wooden power pole. Here, I'll just yank it.
Yeah, go for it.
Right here. Hopefully, there we go. They don't like that.
They're going for it?
Kinda? The problem is they immediately, like, can't path. I'm hoping sniper turrets are going to do the trick.
Okay, here's my next suggestion. We get a blueprint for an outpost, and then we just place it down. But I
we're
guess...
going to... Yeah...
Even our drones can't get there.
How about this? Why don't you make a bunch of rocket droids?
Rocket droids?
Yeah, we have battle droids now. I bet those you might be able to plonk down.
I think...
On the other side.
That is probably possible.
Just airdrop a bunch of droids to just wreck things.
I have two issues with that, I would say.
Okay.
Issue number one is that the game is at its present state so unbelievably slow that it would take such a long time. I just can't believe they're just destroying the gun turrets that I'm placing down. Oh, I don't even know how we can. I don't even know how we counter this.
Landmines.
Landmines. It's a good shout.
All right.
What?
Oh, no, landmines are a bit... If we could get there, awesome. But it's going to require some work. I will say the game is... It's still real slow, but it's not as slow if you are... over here. I'm thinking sniper turrets are going to be... Oh my gosh. Sniper turrets are probably going to be our best immediate bet just for calling the herd. We're going to have to get a lot of them and get some ammo to them.
So does artillery target only bases, or does it target hordes as well?
It only hits bases.
Okay. This is
Nuts. Yeah.
dude, this is just absolutely crazy. I just don't even know.
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you deal with this problem? Hey, if there's any positives, by the time we finally throw in the towel on this session, maybe a vac will be ready to join us.
that's
We'll
true.
have a third hand to just shuck at things, just be like, please help. I'm gonna amp up our steel production a little.
Okay, we don't have any steel production, I don't think, at the moment.
Yeah, we know. That's the
It's
problem.
just literally just one temporary structure. I'm just out here plinking away at these awful enemies.
I'm a little curious if I sent him a message being like, help. Take pity on us.
I just don't even know what to do. The sheer number of them. What a hard counter. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess like sniper turrets is a good shout, and then just like gun range as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably have enough range to begin with.
I guess maybe depends on where if they're charging or if they're retreating.
I mean, all we have to do is just for everyone that we pick off, we get a little bit of speed back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we need to reach that sort of critical mass that we can sustain. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me... Sure. There we go. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, though. This is just insane. I mean...
Yep.
I think it might have been when the BITER evolution hit 50%.
Yeah.
I reckon when that happened, there was just like a massive wave that was spawned. I would imagine anyway.
I could see it.
Okay. Oh, boy. There we go. If I zoom in on my character enough, then we can just pretend that the game isn't having a heart attack. That's completely fine. Nothing to worry about here. Steel. Are you working on steel? What do you want me to do? Anything specific?
So I got steel. Why don't you work on the sniper turrets if you can?
Okay, I can absolutely do that.
Because yeah, we have them.
We have them. We can do them.
I started bullet. Did we actually get the research on them? Or
sniper turrets? We've got sniper turrets. I got them.
Okay, I'm just not seeing it on the list. I wonder what kind of
it's definitely
they
here.
Use. Yeah.
I think they just use normal ammo, don't they?
They just use normal ammo, that's great.
I'm pretty sure that's the case, actually. I should probably set up like a normal ammo assembly area, to be honest. Because I don't think we've got that yet.
Okay. I'm just going to put... I've got a copper bullet thing going, seeing as that was slightly more handy.
You do?
Yeah, looks like sniper turrets just use regular ammo. Oh, that's lovely. So we don't have to produce anything extra. So unfortunately, copper bullets are kind of our best bet right now.
Yeah. I'll take anything at this point.
Yep. Oh, okay. Got some basic steel production.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just get as many sniper turrets as I can. Yeah, it's a shame that our construction droids can't cross the moat, because it would be really nice to just like insta-place down.
Once we get logistics drones, it won't be so bad.
Yeah.
And what we could do is just, float a bunch of resources over.
Dude, we need a boat.
Okay.
We need a boat to patrol our moat.
You know, yeah. There's also a thing. There are artillery trains that we can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Sign me up to that. Okay, and then... Okay, so I got like 40 sniper turrets. Probably overkill, but whatever. Copper bullets. Copper firearm magazine. That's the one that you're building.
Yeah. Yep.
It does, what, slightly more damage? Slightly more pierce damage, I guess.
Yeah, I was figuring piercing might be more useful, because these are the bigger variety of biters. It's still going to be a gross waste of resources until we can catch up, but we have a lot of copper, and we can scale copper a lot faster than we can scale steel for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. Absolutely, completely agree.
Okay,
Piercing.
what is-
Okay. Fine. I'm just going to craft a bunch of normal mags, and hopefully that'll be decent enough. There we go. Oh my goodness. The amount of ammo. Are you queuing military stuff, or are you queuing civilian stuff?
I'm queuing stuff so that we can get ovens, because that'll let me drastically ramp up our production on a bunch of resources, and hopefully cut our lag. Maybe.
I think there's only one way to cut our lag.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going out there right now. I've got a decent amount of ammo. Go. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I got a decent amount of sniper turrets, a decent amount of ammo. Hopefully it'll be enough to deter the enemy. Oh
I'm
my.
really curious how this is going to turn out.
I'm curious as well. I mean, the range of the sniper turrets is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one as a test. I'm gonna put it further up, closer to the mass.
The horde, yeah.
Interestingly enough, they kind of retreat.
I think they do that, like, they retreat to attack, like it's on a timer.
Periodically. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pick up our other turrets that we had further down.
Go for it. Okay. Alright, so as long as we have, like, a backup line. Yeah, okay, right there. And then the sniper, what, you want the sniper turrets in the front?
Just kind of wherever. I noticed they mostly can't hit these guys. That might be... I'd actually... yeah. We're gonna want to repair turret.
Yeah, I don't think they can hit...
Oh, we shouldn't do this. We should do this.
Okay.
They're getting slammed. Main issue is actually the biter spitters are a problem.
Yeah, the fire boys.
Oh,
the fire boys are... Okay, let me move them back by like 2 rows. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that maybe that will also be fine.
Yeah, it should be closer to fine at least.
Yeah. You know what? The good news is that by the time we actually get across to the other side of this moat, which might be, you know, round about 10 years from now, you know, in real life, we're gonna have a lot of juice waiting for us.
Yes.
We're gonna be juiced out.
There's absolutely a thing that we can get that makes it so, here, let's...
This is definitely
cancel
progress.
a lot of this stuff.
It's definitely
Yes.
progress.
There's actually a thing that lets us absorb the juice
Ooh.
from afar. Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do my bit. That's right.
Let's see. So I'm putting research, or not research. I'm researching repair turrets. I figured that way we can kind of ignore the area and just pipe ammo up eventually.
It's a good shout. It's a good shout. Very, very good shout. Some of them can still reach like the very corner sniper turret. Which
That's
as
what I was thinking. Repair turret to just. Well, actually, why don't you just bring that one back? Because if that's the only one getting hit, then.
To be honest, it very irregularly gets hit. And I also died, but it very irregularly gets hit. It's probably fine. What's an issue, actually, is that some biters, when they die, they spawn into little biters, which presumably increases the strain on the server even more.
But they die pretty quick.
They do. They do. They really do. Oh my goodness. I cannot get over how insanely slow it is.
Yep.
It is
It's real bad.
Okay. Right. I mean, what more can we do?
Okay.
Is it slowing down? Is it slowing down?
It went from here. I'm a save.
Yeah, it gets a good shout. It's a good shout.
How many? Watch us have just another doomed iteration here.
No, it's so good though. We're doing so well.
We're so good. It's just so slow. Okay, it's managed itself a little bit. Okay, we have one other solution.
Uh-huh.
You grab all of the water fills that we currently have, and you just delete all of them from the universe.
I mean, we can try. I don't know what the chances of success are.
Probably too low.
Do you want to? Well, I can give it a shot. We can always fill in the water later. You never know.
The only fear is our current spot is so good for
pathing. Yeah, to farm them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that if we leave the turrets up there long enough with enough protection, whether it be a repair turret or, you know, if just one of us is standing around with repair packs or whatever, I reckon we'll probably get it back down under manageable levels, but it's just that there are so many of them, and I don't know what the spawning rate is. They probably are spawning more quickly than we're able to get rid of them. I mean, I think that we've actually reduced the numbers already. Like, even this has been quite considerable. The other problem is that we don't have intel on the bottom right-hand corner. Like, it could be crazy out there, you know?
I bet this is worse. If you open up the map and you look at the pollution, the pollution is so much worse on the left side than the right. I see a bunch of enemies there, so you're right, that's going to be a problem. But I think our better bet is to focus on the left side first.
I think that you might be right. I think maybe if I just stay here and aggravate them a little bit, then it'll make a difference.
I have an answer for you.
Hit me with your answer.
Okay, check the research I just grabbed.
Okay, alien understanding.
All right, look at the bullet type.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. What is this? So, conversion dart? Oh my dude. Alien stimulant? How do we get stimulant? That's with juice. Okay, we do have a little bit of juice to go around, actually. We can...
Alright, I'm going to cancel it for a second just because I think we need batteries to make this work.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're going to need batteries to get there. It won't take too long, but I'm gonna look into. I'm gonna go back to Tiberium processing for a moment.
We turn them against themselves.
Exactly.
It's the most amazing play. Oh boy.
Yep.
I just I still can't believe that this is actually happening before our very eyes.
This is not what I expected when I loaded this up today.
Me neither.
Oh no. Huh.
What up?
I'm just trying to see how viable this is. We might have to look at other means of getting oil.
Oh, Tiberium?
I'm looking at Tiberium, and I just realized it might not get us. We're gonna need blue science before we get Tiberium to work.
I mean, we can always path out to the, you know, the tiny little oil place. As much as it is a pain in the backside, it might just give us enough to satisfy ourselves.
Just enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start working on that. Because we only need a little bit.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm actually making progress. It feels a little bit better, actually. I feel like I am actually doing a decent job of bringing the scale of the horde down a little bit. I would say that we're like, I've maybe got rid of 30%.
That's good.
Well, I say I've got rid of it. The turrets have done the most work, but I've helped too. I mean, these sniper turrets are not messing around. They are real good. Okay. Go. I mean, if we just have enough of them, right? Then eventually we'll win.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try for something else. I'm just gonna keep grasping at weird straws until we figure out the exact solution.
Okay. I like that plan. That's a very, very good plan. How much more do we have to do to get the repair turret done, by the way?
Let's see. Repair turret is just science. Let's see if we've depleted our science. We're running very low on green science.
Also,
working on that.
I've just realized there's a pump jack recipe in the production tree. Do you want to have a look at that for oil? Because that might actually just give us infinite oil. That might be all of our oil problems right there, just next to the offshore pump.
Just pump checks research?
No. Sorry, not even research. Like already in the build menu.
I think that usually requires like an actual. Oh.
Yeah. Right. Super easy.
I'm assuming that's the regular type of pump jack. They just reskinned it.
It's yellow.
Here, I'll make one real quick and we'll see what happens.
Dude.
Because yeah, it'd be great if we just got free oil out of nothing.
That would be
just like the water pump jack.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna start that going. We'll see what happens. Alright, I have one and no.
No.
Can only be built on resources.
Okay.
Well, it's okay.
It was worth a try.
It was worth a shot.
This is just... I still can't get over this. I still cannot get over this.
The mighty bots be part of lag. Not to this extent.
No, not a chance. No, I mean, we didn't have this issue last time, did we?
Yeah, and we had this many mining bots last time.
Exactly. I mean, do we have nukes in the game?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, like, nuclear weapons have never been more needed than right now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can try and do... Alright, this might cause some issues.
It's okay.
Please bear with.
I mean, any progress is progress. Okay, good.
Oh, God. I'm just placing down a whole bunch of... I mean, the problem is that the water fill, it does fix things, but it only kills, like, one unit at a time. Like, it's actually...
Not super efficient.
Yeah, it's not super efficient, and because of the lag, it's actually really difficult to distribute them, to place them. I mean, this is a good setup, but I mean, we'll need to belt out. We'll need to belt out here. I think that's
yeah.
That's gonna be the next stage.
Well, or just get lasers.
Yeah, lasers a very good shout, actually.
Because that'll cost us power, but we have a decent chunk of power.
Yeah.
Okay, pump jack.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
All right, we have
That's slightly
barely.
better. Slightly better. What? I mean, look, I didn't realize that the biters had a second way of winning the game. You know, just literally slowing it down to a crawl.
It is baffling to watch this happen. I kind of love it from a problem-solving standpoint. That, like,
I agree.
Sure, it's Factorio, but we have invented a wholly new issue to cause problems.
I like it. I like it's how, you know, we tried to cheat the game. We tried to make a moat, and the game showed us that, you know, even though you can cheat the game, maybe you shouldn't cheat the game. You know, there's a moral in there somewhere or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, what am I doing? We need to what? Get oil. We need to do. Let's just ignore the problem. I'm just pretending that it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, so we've clearly established that this whole situation is all sorts of messed up. And I was thinking about it from, like, real world practicality, because we have a moat, but, you know, no medieval castle was ever just a moat with no drawbridge.
It's
You know,
true.
we forgot the crucial tech. Which country do you think would make the moat with no drawbridge, and which country do you think would come up with the strategy of lagging the universe so hard the other team loses?
I mean, you know, a moat with no drawbridge. I mean, the United Kingdom is literally just that. It is literally.
No, that's a good point. All right, so that you've solved that case.
I mean, and as for your second question, like who would lag to infinity and beyond? I don't know. I feel like we need to choose a character, you know, a country that's got quite a memey character. I don't know. Do you know any countries that have got a memey sort of character?
I feel like this might actually get to be. I don't know. Let's go with the French.
French? I mean, like,
Maybe?
hating on the French, I can get on board with this as a Brit. This is definitely something that I can get on board with.
So you actually would identify yourself as a Brit beyond just, like, Scottish? I don't know what the division is, because I know when I talk to a Vac, he is very definitively, like, Welsh.
Yeah. To be honest, I define myself as Scottish, to be honest. But, you know, for the sake of conversation, I'm pretty flexible with it, to be honest. Pretty flexible. British, Scottish, whatever.
Fair enough.
I wish there was a more exciting answer to that, but unfortunately,
No, it's fine.
there's just not. What about you? I mean, do you identify with your state? Does your state have a certain sort of personality, a
I have
persona?
never lived in a state for longer than 5 years, so I'm actually the worst person to ask that one. I bet if we asked like Penta, maybe he'd have a different answer because I think he's been in that been in Wisconsin for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I think like Rito's been in Minnesota for a very long time. But yeah, I just move around habitually.
Mhm.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. And I mean, even when growing up, you weren't
Yeah.
in the same place
My-
more than 5 years.
My dad is a relatively famous geneticist, and so like
Wow.
he just kept getting job offers, and we kept moving. So yeah, 4 years in Minnesota, 4 years in New Mexico. I could keep going, but I've just moved around.
Wow. You'll have to indulge my curiosity for a second. What does a geneticist do?
So he specifically was on the Human Genome Project, so like mapping out the entire human genome.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then after that, he worked on like rice and a couple other like major genomes, but you know, after a certain point, a lot of smaller labs can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And so more recently, he's been working for the U.S. government doing like biometrics, not for like tracking people, but for like you know, when you're playing like a first-person shooter and you have the health and the heads-up display and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
They're trying to make that like a legitimate, real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so he cooked up this crazy system that effectively let him predict if a soldier out in the field was going to get sick, with like near 100% accuracy and like a 3-day advance warning.
Wow.
Not super practical with the amount of stuff that you have to wear for it, but you know, would not be surprised if in the next X number of years, you actually start seeing soldiers with biometric data built into whatever, you know, outfit they've got on.
That's like the it's like there's all of these like weird science fiction things that sound like science fiction up until they like enter general use. I remember like a couple of years ago there was like a competition or something to try and find like a thing which could diagnose people like in Star Trek. What, you know, the scanner thing?
Yeah.
And it's like that is what your dad has done basically, which is kind of crazy. That's insane. That's very cool. Okay. I mean, it seems to be less laggy for me, to be honest. A little bit, anyway.
Yeah, it feels better. It's still sluggish,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad as it was at the beginning of this process.
Yeah. Laser turrets, by the way. How are we progressing to...
I was working more towards... Oh, wait, no, we need batteries before we even get to laser turrets.
I think we do, yeah. Let me have a look. Turrets. Prototype artillery. Yeah, are you sure that this only targets bases?
I think if you
Only-
get the...
Yeah.
you could try it.
No, you're right. It says only spawners. But maybe a rocket turret? I know there's a long-range turret as well.
Yeah, the only problem with rockets is we're going to need explosives.
Yeah, which is sulfur and whatnot, which is being done. Oh boy. It's like there's no simple solution to this problem.
Yep. But we're solving it. We're getting there.
It's true. Also, question, is there such a thing as a shotgun turret? I don't think that's a thing, is it?
Yes, there is.
Is there
It's called scattergun?
Is it actually in the base game or in the mods?
Not in the base game.
Okay.
But in the mods, yes.
Okay, excellent. Still can't believe that we're in this situation where the biters have just completely managed to usurp us. This is
Yeah.
nature taken back over.
It was not what I was expecting going into today.
No.
But I can't say I'm necessarily disappointed.
I like this. It's another. You're totally right, by the way. Like about problem solving, it's like we've got, you know, so many opportunities to fix it. We've got so many different ways of going about it. It's very unique.
Yeah.
Good experience.
I'm a pretty big puzzle guy. I don't play enough of them, I think, for how much I like them. And I think one of my biggest issues is so many puzzle games only have one solution.
Dude, yes. 1,000,000,000%.
And so it's real fun to play a puzzle game, but after a while I feel like I'm more just kind of dancing to what the developer has requested of me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've definitely cleaned them out a little bit. The lower hordes are lesser.
That's good. That's very, very good. I've got a repair turret now, by the way.
Nice.
So we should be able to sustain this area a little bit more easily. I don't know how well it's going to be able to heal. I suspect that it's probably not great.
And so, just to finish my thought on puzzle games, you know,
Yeah.
there's Zachtronics, which I think those games have always done well in terms of like you can solve it any way you want, but there's very clearly like certain solutions that are going to be better. But like if you want to do a one-arm challenge in Opus Magnum, you absolutely can, and it works really well. And so Factorio for me, after a while, feels more like a puzzle game than like sandbox or strategy. Well, I mean, strategy is puzzle, just more lateral, I guess.
The weird thing about Factorio is, I was literally discussing this earlier today, is that it bridges so many different genres, right? It's a strategy game, it's a puzzle game, it's a tower defense game, it's an action game. It's like, it's got everything. It's got absolutely everything. And the game evolves as you play through it, because at the start, you might be defending against, you know, the aliens and whatnot, but then you progress to trying to optimize a super complex factory. It's just got it all.
By the way, you have to put repair kits into the,
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you knew that one.
They are repairing. It's pretty slow, to be honest. But it looks cool as heck.
Cool.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it in action?
Yeah, it's like a green beam that comes out.
Yeah, like Emperor Palpatine sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I definitely think things are better here. Feels a lot more solid. I can now pretty reliably put the gun turrets right up to the edge of the moat, and it doesn't look like they're gonna get damaged, which is pretty good. Yeah, this is excellent.
Okay. So I've connected the oil setup. Not that there's a whole lot of oil to use, but we at least have a little bit of oil, which should last us just long enough to get most of what we need, but we're not going to be able to reliably make large quantities of anything.
Okay. Dart. How do we get dart turrets, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Dart turrets are the wooden things on the defensive.
I don't think we have them, unless I'm
Let's see.
looking in the
So
wrong tab.
look at the bottom next to the wooden walls in the repair turret.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are dart turrets.
I'm
Yeah,
with
the
you.
little meeple-looking things.
Yeah, they don't look like turrets, but yeah, I'm with you.
No,
they
they
look
really do not.
like a wooden Dalek sort of thing.
Yeah.
Were you big into Doctor Who?
I really liked Doctor Who for season 9, whatever the Eccleston one was, and then the first like 2 David Tennant ones, and then I kind of dropped off.
Yeah.
I run into this problem a lot where I don't really like romance in a lot of media that I consume.
Okay.
And so they kept doing the kind of will they, won't they with every single one of his companions. And I really liked Donna's grandfather.
Oh, yeah. Donna's grandfather was
Because
great.
there was obviously, it was just pure, like, two dudes just working together, and that felt a lot more interesting from my perspective.
Did you like Rose's boyfriend, Mickey? He was cool. He was in the Eccleston season, actually.
Yeah, he was there for a little bit. I remember him being a little annoying at first, but then I warmed up. I think I just forget about him in comparison to the, was it? Because there were two, like two companion boyfriends that were main characters. Who was the one that was turned into the weird wax soldier?
That was him.
Like
that was Mickey. That was Mickey.
That was him.
That was.
Oh,
Mickey.
I was thinking about the other guy.
I think you're thinking about Rory, maybe from like.
No, I
Amy
think you're
Pond?
thinking about Rory.
No, I'm thinking about Mickey.
Maybe.
Mickey was the one that was turned into a wax soldier in like the second ever episode.
It's been too many years. Yeah, Rory was the one turned into the Roman soldier.
Yeah, in like season 7 or 8, maybe 9. I think.
No, because that was the Gosh. Are we having power problems, or am I just getting like 0 oil? Oh, I see. It's just too slow.
It's
Hey, that's a plus. Yeah, Rory was the wax soldier man.
Rory was definitely no wax soldier. I don't mean to labor the point, but it was definitely. I'm almost certain that it was Mickey. I'm almost certain that it was Mickey.
Why are we arguing about this?
I'm not.
Because okay, Rory Williams was Amy Pond's husband and was turned into the wax Roman.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Okay, this is different.
He was from the Matt Smith.
This
not
is
the
yeah,
David
yeah.
Tennant.
Yeah. So we're thinking of different things. So I was thinking that
Mickey,
he turned into
Mickey
the mannequin.
Yeah.
The one that that you see in the shops.
Yeah. Oh, you're probably thinking of the mannequins from the very first episode.
I am indeed.
I don't think Mickey was turned into one of them. I think they were just all over the place, and Mickey just was present. Was he present in that episode?
He was turned into one because he got his arm chopped off. And the arm was like...
Man, you know what? I've totally forgotten that episode. It's been a while since we did, it's been a while since I watched anything Eccleston Doctor Who related. Because I think I liked that one because there was no real romance, at least at that moment.
Yeah.
And, it felt... I mean, it was probably over-dramatic, but, like, it felt more serious. And then David Tennant was fantastic for a while, but I think they couldn't escape his charm. Yeah. And so they tried to do the same thing with Matt Smith. And then just after that, I lost interest in Doctor Who, and I tried to come back for what's his face, the most recent 2 Doctors, but I don't know, just wasn't there.
Peter Capaldi. Yeah.
Peter Capaldi and whatever the woman's name is. I truly haven't watched her.
I haven't watched an ounce of. I watched a little bit of Peter Capaldi, but I didn't watch anything after that. I sort of stopped. I lost interest. I think your criticisms, by the way, are totally valid. The interesting thing with Christopher Eccleston is that he was the one that revived Doctor Who after, the hiatus of whatever it was, 10 years, I think, 15 years, something like that. And I think he was like the perfect Doctor for the job because he was really serious and he was really good. But after him, they went to David Tennant. David Tennant is a remarkably talented guy, and I think was like absolutely one of the best Doctors that has ever graced this planet. But he was just too good. He set the bar too high.
Yep.
Right? And it was just pretty much downhill from there, in my opinion.
Yeah. The thing that got with Matt Smith, and this is totally a petty problem, he didn't have eyebrows, and as somebody that grew up without eyebrows for a while, it was bad memories.
Okay.
My eyebrows were so blonde they were invisible, and so people would make fun of me for them. And then I burned them off and they grew back brown, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But watching him act was super weird, because, it just didn't look like he had eyebrows, and I was weirded out by it.
You were perturbed by that. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a uniquely personal problem to have. I have to be honest. That's a unique one. I've never heard
Absolutely.
that as a critique of him before. But there you go. And the other thing is that Peter Capaldi, I think he's a pretty good doctor, actually. From what I saw of him, he's a pretty good doctor. Again, sort of much more serious and a much older character, which was quite good to see. Very Christopher Eccleston, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Matt Smith.
Hey, I actually feel like I'm moving at a normal speed again.
It's good, isn't it? It's real good.
Yeah. How bad is it up there?
It's
Still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it was.
It's much better now. It's much better. Oh, you've bridged all the way out to the. Oh, you've bridged
yeah,
out. To
yeah. I got
both
the
of them.
oil. We're good to go.
Cool.
Sort of.
Cool.
I'm gonna try and take steps to get us. Let's see.
To get us explosives.
Yeah, explosives and batteries, because both of those are going to be incredibly helpful.
Okay.
I think I got to start with. Oh, right. We need chemical.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of extra lab capacity because I actually think that we could do with a couple more, to be honest. Yeah. I'll get this done. And then did you do steel by any chance or not yet?
Yeah, a little bit. I took the southern iron line and turned it into steel.
Brilliant.
Once we get ovens, I'm gonna rip everything up. This is all just make do for what we've got.
Absolutely.
Okay, run speed definitely slows down as I get closer to the fresh hell that is.
It's a unique problem to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a super unique problem. It really is.
Okay, do we have plastics or no? We're working on that.
Yeah, and
Oh no, we already do have plastics. Plastic is just coal and petroleum gas.
Is there an easier way to get coal over there? I bet that was what you were just moaning at.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was just lamenting. I can loop it through. It's not actually a biggie.
It's just a bit of a pain in the
And then
backside.
eventually I'll have to tear up all of this anyway. Because no matter what, like, this is not nearly enough output to put out any level of plastic.
Okay.
I guess the other thing is I could just hand feed it as a limiter. That might actually work better. Let's see. Where are my chem laps? I've totally lost them. You know who I really wanted Doctor Who-wise?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, was it John Hurt or whatever his name was?
Oh, the War Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they had given him more time, because I actually really liked that special.
That was honestly one of... that was a... It sounds weird to say, but there are some things that only the BBC can do because of the fact that it has got literally a 100-year history, and Doctor Who is a program that has, like, run for, I don't know, what, like 40 years or something obscene?
My dad watched it as a kid, so...
Exactly. And it's... That special was so well done, and... Yeah, one of the greatest bits of television, to be honest, in my humble opinion. It was a really, really, really good episode. 100%. We should have seen more of him. That would have been great.
Unfortunately, I think he passed away recently, right?
He very much did. I think it was a couple of years ago now, but yeah. Yeah. Big, big, big shame. He was also excellent in the movie Snowpiercer. Have you seen that?
I haven't. My fiance likes to spoil movies just for fun, and so she watched it with her family and was like, "I'm going to tell you the whole plot." So I've always been in this awkward position where I know everything that's going to happen. So it's like I should watch it, but I already know what's gonna happen, so I'll just watch it later. And then I've just been in a perpetual state of later for forever.
It's real good. It's got Captain America, John Hurt. It's and Tilda Swinton, and she's a fantastic talent. So is Captain America, whatever his name is, and it's real good.
Chris Evans, there we go.
Chris Evans, that's the one. Okay. Electronic circuits. Did you set up electronic circuit production, by the way? Because if not, I can make a start on that.
Oh, shoot. I was going to, and then I got very distracted with a bunch of other things.
No worries at all. All right, I'm gonna go check up on the nonsense area, and then I'm gonna come back and start working on that.
Okay. Do we want laser turrets? Do we want... Well,
yes, I think...
Explosives.
Well, actually, I think we want explosives. If I had to choose between the two, I don't think laser turrets are going to do the job that we need them to do.
Yeah, whereas rockets have some potential.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
The other thing we haven't looked into is Yoki
Yeah.
weapons.
Yep.
Because we've got the T-gun Modlin, which is going to require us to get into Duratile, but it's just as good as... It has just as good of range as the sniper. Doesn't do nearly as much, like, per bullet damage, but it fires a lot faster.
I mean, I think that's good. Duratol is like dirt cheap anyway, so it's like free basically.
Yeah, because we have so much of it.
I mean, also it's just like the way that you go about getting it. It's just that there's always too much of it. I remember when I played it, it's far too much of it.
Let's see, what else do we have? Yokai Atomics, Yokai Fluid Handling, but I think premature for that. Basic modules, wash and smelt pure ore for bonus materials. Oh, I wonder if that's how we're supposed to be getting oil. Oh, I don't want to deal with this.
How much oil are you actually getting? Is it enough to sustain what you've got down there?
Well, I've got a couple hundred stacks of petroleum.
It's pretty good.
So, yeah. What I'm hoping is, Okay, so the real answer is no, this is not nearly enough oil, but it's enough to make some explosives. Let's see. It'll last us long enough to get to the point where we can get oil from Tiberium.
Okay.
Which is truly the next thing we should probably be heading towards. Because we're going to bottleneck hard.
The good news is that there are remarkably fewer enemies, biters here.
Yeah.
Like there are
Really?
a lot less.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Oh, it's still
I
dreadful.
I bet you could make a secondary line going up the right side, up to that other corner. Because I bet having some sniper turrets up there would also do the trick.
Oh, that's a good
Might also
shout,
be
actually.
worth running an ammo line up here, so you don't have to babysit it as much.
I thought about that. Maybe that's what we need to do.